Welcome to Arun's Techforge Python programming series. I am Arun Barua and I welcome you to the Python programming series. So let us begin. So we are currently learning Python and today we will learn chapter 9, that is exception handling. So let us begin chapter 9. Let us go to the programming environment. So here today we will learn how to deal with exceptions. Okay, now what are actually exceptions? Exceptions are a way in a programming language, okay, like Python, to indicate to the calling method that an abnormal condition has occurred. So when a method encounters an abnormal condition that it cannot handle by itself, then it may throw that exception. There are a number of built-in exceptions exist, like reading the past the end of the file. That is, if you are reading a text file and your file pointer reaches the end of file, so there is an exception. Similarly, dividing by 0 is an exception. Okay, you can also define your own exception. Now these are the keywords which you would need to use, like try and accept. Okay, then raise will raise an exception. Okay, it will trigger an exception actually. Then finally code you is the code block where you would clean up the code, and this assert is you will be particularly using when you do unit testing. So let me just show you a quick example, and let us raise an exception. First I will show you what happens if we do not raise the exception. Okay, so let's begin. Say, let me just go to a cell below. X equals to 10, y equals to 0, and we are trying to do division by error 0. Okay, what would happen, you see? So actually the interpreter has thrown this error, and since we have not dealt this particular error, this particular program has broken. So if you create some application without handling the exceptions, and if you distribute it to your clients, then that program, if it encounters errors, that program would break, and the program would be of no use, right? So you have to deal this exception carefully. Now let me show you how do I deal this particular exception gracefully. Same example, x equals to 10, y equals to 0. There we will use the keyword try. Now inside this try we will write all the statements that we want to try. Say result equals to x divided by y. We want to try this, and we want to print the result as well. Print result. Okay, then we would write except in case the exception happens. Okay, now what exception may occur here? Zero division error. Okay, now put a colon there and give a nice statement, a meaningful statement, so that the user can understand you are trying to divide by 0. Okay, now let me run this. See, you are getting a nice message. You are trying to divide by 0. Okay, it means you are handling these errors nicely, so your program won't break. Okay, Now let me show you another example. There actually I would show you how uh, the errors propagate to the calling function or the calling stack. Okay, so let us clean it up. Okay, so this is where I want to demonstrate demo. What I show the propagation of errors up to the call or say call stack. Okay, up to the call stack. Let me also mark down, run it. Then let me define the fdiff say a add. Okay, there I will write x actually return validate, that is also a function we will define in a moment, x plus 1. Okay, this is one block of code. Then below the define validate validate, and there you get x. What it do, it will check there, say if x is, we are actually checking a negative condition. Okay, just for demonstration purpose, if x is less than 0, raise value error. Okay, so here I am also using this raise keyword, value error. Okay, and if this does not happens, else, instead you can do like this. Okay, else we will simply return it, right? Return it. Now let's write the main block. So in this main block, say this is a main function. Okay, the main block. So what we do, let me use a try method, try. Then we will use a variable temp equals to int input. Basically I am inputting it from the input keyboard. Okay, input input, enter a minus b negative number. Okay, enter a negative number. Then after getting it from the user, we will simply print and call the add function and pass this particular temp. Okay, these are the two sentences that would do. Now let me write print say result is say percentage d, no comma, percentage temp. Okay, these three lines are in try block. Let's go to accept value error. Okay, so if value error occur, then what we would do, print, give a nice a message to the user, you enter entered, and INVALID invalid, NUMBER number, or you can write, better to be more specific, write a minus v negative number. Okay, that's the thing. So let me just run it from the beginning. Run, run, and run. Enter the number minus suppose 1. Now see, you get, we entered the number minus 1 here. Okay, and we accept. Okay, we are gracefully dealing with the error. Now see, it is, the program is giving this particular message what we entered in this print statement. Now what I actually wanted to demonstrate in this particular example is that, see, we are using this particular function, right? This particular function is called from this, and finally this add is called from this main. So it means the errors are propagated, okay, to this call stack. So this is the way we can deal uh, with exceptions in Python. So let me close this tutorial here. In the next show, stay tuned. Also, I request you guys to subscribe and share this channel to your friends. Thank you so much. Stay tuned.